Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm a PMDG beta and tech team member, and PMDG has just released the latest update for the Boeing 737, and it does come with a couple of special instructions there for users of the PMDG Operations Center. So before we go into the actual update itself, just a small note over here. You need to update your Operations Center. A prompt will be presented to you right within the center itself, so that way you should be able to do it straight from the screen. If you don't do this, you will face problems with the update or with updating the 737 as well. And the easiest way you can check is that once you have hit the update button for the 737, restart the Operations Center, and if it shows you that the update is available again, then you definitely have to update yours. Now, the latest version of the Op Center shown at the very top of the screen should be 2186. Alright, now with that out of the way, since I know most people will probably not remain for long enough in this video in order to listen to that instruction if it comes a little bit later in the workflow, let's now go ahead and go into the update that Robert Randazzo has posted. As always, you will find the link to the original update in the video description below, so if you're interested in reading, then be sure to go ahead and do that. Now, let's go ahead into what Robert has posted, and I'm going to quote him from the forum over here. Captains, a few moments ago we issued an update to bring the PMDG 737 for Microsoft Flight Simulator up to version 3.00.0105. This is the most significant update the 737 has received since its release nearly 2.5 years ago, and represents our continuing commitment to provide new features and value to our Microsoft Flight Simulator customers for both PC and Xbox. When we began to showcase the 777-300ER product earlier in 2024, we shared with you a number of improvements and new capabilities that we promised would eventually roll from the 777 production line to the 737 production line. The core of this update fulfills that promise and is focused on nav data modernization, flight model improvements, auto-flight control logic, and new features for the PMDG Universal Flight Tablet. The update is finally here, and those of you who purchase directly from PMDG can get it right now via the PMDG Operations Center. Microsoft Marketplace customers will see the update once it has gone through the Marketplace intake process. We will keep you posted, but we suspect it will arrive in Marketplace on either the 31st of October 24 or the 7th of November 24, depending upon their workflow. Danger! I have included very specific update instructions below for Operations Center users. If you don't follow them, your 737 will not update and you will get confused, so don't be that pilot. Please heed the upgrade instructions below. Now, what is in this update? The crown jewel here is that we have updated the airplane to use Navigraph's modern nav data suite. This is an upgrade that allows the airplane to use the Navigraph database format and is based mostly upon the ARINC 424 standard rather than the much older format we have used in our products for many years. Many of you will recognize that the 777-300ER was delivered to you with this capability already installed, and this update fulfills our promise to our 737 drivers that we would bring you this capability as well. The PMDG 737 series are now able to read, render and fly all lag types defined in modern nav data in precisely the same manner the actual airplane will fly them. Combined with improvements to the control logic and flight model, you now have a tremendous amount of new capability for operating your 737 on complex arrivals, departures and approaches. Quote end. So Rob goes on to tell you the exact changelog in there. I'm not going to read that. If you're interested, here it is for you right on screen. You can pause the video and then come back once you have read that changelog. Now, let's go a little bit further, and I will quote Robert once again. Why such a big update? The true value that you acquire along with your PMDG products is our commitment to ongoing improvements in our products. The 737 is now approaching 2.5 years old, but continues to get modernization and improvements that are designed to keep the simulation moving forward as we gain experience working with the Microsoft Flight Simulator environment. Rather than releasing a few updates month apart and considering a product finished, at PMDG we continue the product improvement arc for years, and in case of the 737 we are rapidly approaching our 100th build update for the product since its release of June 2022. One of the interesting challenges we face with our products, however, is how to showcase for you all of the amazing features that we have packed into the simulation. Looking at a simulated airplane on the screen, you may or may not recognize the true depth of the simulation value that your PMDG product provides unless we take the time to show and tell. So we are beginning an effort to do just that. For example, you might not know that after this update, both the PMDG 737 and PMDG 777 are able to correctly and accurately fly every defined leg type used in modern navigation. Will you use them all in your simming experience? Most certainly not. But if you fly one of the more obscure leg types during a flight into some far-flung corner of the simming universe, your PMDG product will fly it correctly, and that counts for something. We want to show you these sort of things because we receive a lot of communication from industry professionals thanking us for the detailed simulation we provide, so it would be a shame if we didn't take the time to show you why the professionals love what we do too. How detailed and how accurate are we talking? Well, our work is well respected enough that we have licensed our simulation technology to Boeing for use in a major technology project. So if you are looking for completeness, accuracy and realism in your simming, our 737, 777 and shortly 747 series can deliver that in bulk. So, what happens if you don't follow the upgrade instructions I mentioned at the beginning of this video? If you just forget, or if you just forged ahead without following the instructions to update the Operations Center first, you are going to find that the Operations Center will tell you that you succeeded in updating, but when you relaunch the Operations Center, it will then tell you that you have an update waiting, and you will notice that the version numbers did not update. You will do this a few times, then come back here to proclaim that the servers must be busy or my Operations Center is broken, because it isn't working. Then one of the moderators or another forum user will point you to these instructions, which you are then obligated by the rules of pride in public to proclaim you follow precisely, but all of us will know, so don't be that pilot. Anything else to know? We might have one or two very small tweaks for the 737 between now and the time Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 releases, but the next major update you should see on the 737 after today will likely be compatibility and upgrades specifically for the 2024 platform. When we know more, we will share that information. Enjoy your weekend flying, everybody. Quote end. So this is the latest update we've seen by PMDG that's just been released for the 737. Now, as always, if you want to read up on what I just quoted from Robert, then be sure to head to the link in the video description below, and over there you can read up on any of that. Most importantly, the new update that I've been showcasing over the last couple of days is finally here for the 737, and you must follow the update instructions for the Operations Center. So once again, that is launch the PMDG Operations Center. If the update doesn't show directly on the screen, click on the file menu at the top left, click update this app and let the process run. Alternatively, you can click on notifications and then update this app. Either way, the result is the same. After and only after the PMDG Operations Center has updated, you will see version 2.0.1.2186 on the top menu bar. Now you're ready to update your products. Alright, so that is everything you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave your feedback and your experience with the new update in the video description below. But as always, remember that this is not a support section of PMDG, so if you are looking for product support for whatever issues you might possibly have, be sure to head over to support.pmdg.com and raise a support ticket over there, which is the only official way to receive support for PMDG products. Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one. In the meantime, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I see you all again on the next one.